continuing immediately off of yesterday's video, is the idea of mapping out life versus exploring life. If you think of the map of consciousness, map of conceptness, very different thing, that I was talking about in yesterday's video, if you think about it in terms of like a normal map, if someone is exploring a new territory, like when they discovered America, they had to wander into unexplored territory in order to map it out. And you had to explore that territory thoroughly, experientially, long before you would understand it well enough to be able to build a map of it on paper. And that's one of the things that has been troubling me lately, is because I want to build this map of conceptness, as I discussed in yesterday's video. You really should go watch that one first and then come watch this one. But in order to build that map, I have to not only map out everything I already know, but then I have to, because I want to, allow myself to continue to explore new territory. Because how will I ever map that if I never go there? You know, I have to do the things in life I want to do and think about the things I want to think about, and not restrict myself to just focusing on what I already know, which is kind of what this channel has been about thus far. Because I want to be building this map, but I just haven't been putting the time into it. Because I've been, like I said in the video, making each video as if it's one entry, when that's really not the case, because each video is itself a branching thing where I'm discussing multiple things. And I guess maybe it's like a wandering, messy, what's the word? Oh, there's a word for like shapes that aren't just your standard shapes. Non-Euclidean? Is that the word? Geometry? Is that the word? It lies at the intersection of metric geometry and affine. I'm not going to look at that right now and try to figure out what that means right now. But basically, like, you've got circle, square, oval, blah, blah, blah. But then I'm picturing, again, this map of like and this is a core assumption of this map, is that there's possibly some like one base concept upon which everything else is built, which I don't think exists. More likely, it's like there's a set of base concepts that are all based on each other in some way. Oh boy, I just thought of a whole nother tangent I could go off to, but I'm not going to deal with. I'm just not going into that now. But like, if you think of a map of like, this concept is built on this concept, which is built on this concept, but then like, not only this concept built on this concept, but this one is also built on that, but also that. This is the combination of these two. And so you just draw lines connecting them all. And then if I draw a circle around all of the things that are mentioned in this video, you end up with a very messy shape. And that's what I guess I'm getting at, is not each video is as a single entry. It's more of like a very messy very messy cutout of a section of the map, which I have yet to make. And this has been oddly, like, the idea of mapping this all out, actually having a visual map that I can look at of concepts would be incredibly helpful. But I haven't taken the time to put in the effort to even begin making it yet. And because of that, this idea that if executed on, I know could bring me a lot of enjoyment and simplification and better understanding of the world and myself. But because I haven't done it yet, it's done the opposite and brought me an ongoing amount of mental clogging, if that makes sense, because I have all these ideas, all these things I want to do, but then they all just get stuck at the, wait, no, we need to map things. But I want to just experience them and then map them after the fact. Here it is. Oh, I love it when I come up with stuff while I'm recording instead of like before the fact. Oh, well, and I need to come up with stuff before the fact and map out things I'm going to discuss and like know what I'm going to talk about in the video before I talk about it. But I also love when I come up with something on the spot. Don't tell me it's gone. No, come on, bring back my thought process. I'm going to have to rewatch the video and I'm sure it'll come right back. Hold on. Right. I think the thing I take away from all of this, in allowing myself to think about these things and process them, instead of trying to map everything out as I go, is that I should separate experience from analysis of the experience. I think that's been my biggest problem over these last 6 months. Longer than that. No, about 6 months. I don't know, whatever. I think that's been the thing that's been causing me the most unexpressed mental internal suffering that I just didn't know how to express until now, is that I've been trying to analyze everything I do as I'm doing it, which to a degree and in some ways can be very good. But in many other ways, no. Like, there are so many aspects of life in which I want to learn to stop doing that, to just do things and not think about it, not judge it, and just do it and see what happens, and then analyze it after the fact. It's been very difficult for me to separate these two things. So let me know what you think about this down below. What is your experience with this? Do you judge yourself for everything that you do too often? If so, and then if you used to do that but no longer, how? Help me. Yeah, let me know what you think. Subscribe for more. Share my videos with everyone you think might enjoy them or find them interesting, or have anything interesting to say to me that I might enjoy or find interesting. And take care. Ooh boy, the ADHD is showing lately. Can't keep a train of thought. Granted, I've been fasting all day, so I'm sure that's playing an effect.